This is the beginning of a video series dedicated to all the little ideas that have been swirling around my head for quite a while. I know they always tell the advice of show don't tell when it comes to writing, but the truth is, I might not be able to make all these ideas into comics or animations. I want to tell these stories instead of leaving them in my brain. And so in this video, I will be explaining the world and general premise of one of my oldest characters' stories. This story has no name as of yet, but I have been calling it Ashlyn's story as a placeholder. Super interesting, right? Ashlyn is a 17-year-old girl who travels city to city in a constant state of fear from being caught by the government due to her power that comes from a red spirit. In this world, there are lost wandering spirits that roam the earth looking for a body they can inhabit. These spirits have intense amount of power, and when possessing a body, they will usually overpower its spirit and turn it into an unhinged beast of destruction. However, humans are different because their souls are strong enough to overpower these wandering spirits and use their energy to manifest a kind of superpower. There are 3 types of spirits: blue spirits that feed off of the mind, yellow spirits that feed off of the body, and red spirits that feed off of the emotions of their host. Now, one may imagine that having 2 spirits in their body might be a lot to handle. Because of this, spirit holders are considered cursed. If not trained, the spirit can sometimes deteriorate and eat away at their host. For example, a blue spirit holder over time might lose their mind if they don't constantly build up their intelligence. A yellow spirit holder's body will deteriorate, and a red spirit holder will become emotionally unstable. Every person who is found to be a spirit holder absolutely must be licensed and are forced to serve their country in some way for their entire lives, or else be killed, forced into their role, or put into prison. Yellow and blue spirit holders are assigned into cities to protect them from beast attacks. They are on call 24/7 as a beast attack could happen at any time on any day. They are given gyms and plenty of learning material to keep their body and mind strong enough for the spirits to feed off of them. They also must wear a uniform at all times, which has the color of their spirit as well as their insignia. Because barely any spirit holders want to do this, they are often seen as lazy by the community. Even if they save them from beast attacks regularly, they are shown with little to no respect by the civilians. Red spirit holders are forced into being in the military to be soldiers in the ongoing war against other nations of spirit holders. The reason red spirit holders are chosen for this is because, unlike yellow and blue, the red spirit feeds off of the emotions of the holder. While someone may not be able to fight if their body is being fed off of, if someone is emotionally unwell, potentially they can still fight. Finally, this brings us back to Ashlyn. Ash was born in a tiny village of refugees that lived amidst the war. The village would often take in red spirit holders that were trying to escape the war situation. Ashlyn lived with her mom, dad, and older brother Zeke. Ashlyn, her mother, and Zeke were all red spirit holders, while their dad was an active member of the community and would often find refugees and invite them into their village. For the beginning of her life, Ashlyn lived a very normal and happy childhood for the most part. When Ashlyn was around 7 years old, her little village was raided. Almost every red spirit holder was taken into captivity, and those who helped the refugees were taken into prison. Along with others, Ash and Zeke were able to escape, while unfortunately, their mother was killed in the raid and their dad was taken. Ash and Zeke roam around alone, place to place, escaping the grasp of the government for around 5 years, until an incident where Zeke is caught using his red spirit and is taken by the police. 5 years later, Ash is still going from place to place, now with one specific goal: to find her brother. Ashlyn as a person is a very selfless individual. She often doesn't think before stepping into a dangerous situation to save somebody, but she is also extremely anxious, mostly due to her situation. She is never able to get close to anybody and lives a very secluded life. Now that's basically all for the background of this story, so to explain what happens in the actual plot, I have to introduce another character. Everett Marley is a detective/bounty hunter kind of guy who is tasked by the government to investigate and find a shadowy female figure that seems to swoop in and eliminate beasts all on her own. despite being unlicensed. Officer Marley is highly dedicated to his job, and he will not rest until his assignment is completed. The person he's trying to find is Ashlyn, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Meanwhile, tensions are high as there are rumors of a small group of spirit holders who want to revolt against the government, led by a man by the name of Snow. The story will follow Ashlyn as she tries to find Zeke before Marley finds her. So yeah, that's basically all you would need to know about the story without getting into spoiler territory. As you can probably tell, it's really unorganized and nothing is really set in stone. It's just kind of an idea that's been in my brain for a while. And since I draw Ashlyn quite a bit, I thought it would be good to give you some backstory to, who she is, what she's all about. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and the art that went with it. As I said earlier, this is going to be a series, so I'm going to be talking about almost all of the stories that I am thinking about. So yeah, I don't really know how to end videos, but I guess thanks for watching, sticking to the end of the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!